boy. Anything's possible. Boy, you is way out of pocket. If you hating, you should stop it. Pull up, I know I'm the topic. I got it. You saying that how much you need now? Put me on speed dial. I'm probably now. I remember nights when there wasn't lights, wasn't to eat, nothing going right. Got to the woods, come back to the hood. Now I living good and I eating good. I'm not your regular degular. I'm so stellar.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. American Airlines Arena the place, and the Miami Heat will be on their home floor as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, the talk has been that they don't want to play with caution tonight. They want to let it all hang out. They seem to be a pretty revved up group coming into this game. We'll see if that translates into success on the court. There are a wide range of...
You're so dusty now. That's why you can't come around. Baby, I got what you need.
Oh, say does that star-spangled...
We'll be bringing you... And with tip-off.
Well, Kevin.
Thanks, David. That's the mindset you have to have. In the end, winning titles should be the ultimate goal. And Chris, some interesting matchups at guard tonight. We could see some fireworks here in this one.
Oh, man, they're going to be putting dudes on ice skates. Nobody's going to want to be on the island because you're going to get crossed over. Do not fall down. Jump shots in the face. I cannot wait to watch this matchup.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Inside, we've got Draymond at the 4 and Pachulia to his side. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
The kick out to Dragic. And the Heat, another 3.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Thompson in the corner, and it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
That's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside, stolen by Thompson. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's Curry. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Whiteside, and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
Well, with Whiteside, no matter what he is doing, he is always setting the tone, the way he goes about defending the rim. It's like he's taking it personally that these guys are not going to score on him.
And you know what? He's a tone setter defensively. He gives his group confidence when he's on the floor. And, you know, teams are starting to realize you simply do not go at Whiteside. The block numbers might be down, but his defensive impact is as high as ever.
Now, here's Thompson. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Thompson's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Oh, look out, and then you throw up stuff like that.
Come on.
You go, oh my,
Come on.
How does it even go in? He pulls the Houdini.
Oh, my goodness. He got to call that next time, man.
Yeah.
You got to call that.
Right.
Maybe he tried to make it. Come on.
Curry passes to Thompson. Green, the screen. Curry with it. Now guarded by Dragic. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Misfires after coming off the pick. Dragic dishes to Winslow. Johnson outside. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Pass to Waiters. He kicks it to Whiteside. Here's Dragic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Thompson against Waiters, and Thompson kicks to Curry. Outside, Green. Another three for Golden State.
And when Draymond sets his feet, catches, and releases in rhythm, watch out.
Kicks it to Waiters. There's Winslow. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Curry kicks to Green. The screen from Thompson. Off the screen, goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Well, his splash brother might own the record, but if Curry wasn't in the league, we might talk about Klay Thompson as the best shooter ever. I mean, incredibly high three-point percentage for his career, and one of the prettiest, smoothest, nicest shooting strokes you'll ever see. You know, he is now 4 of 5 from the field, already making a difference for his team on offense.
Here's Dragic. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
And with Klay having claim to best shooter, if not for Curry, see, Webb, the numbers back it up. Klay has the most threes in a season for anyone not named Curry.
Well, I mean, he definitely passes the eye test as one of the greatest shooters. No wasted motion, lightning fast release. Just watching Klay is amazing with how he is able to shoot the rock.
The Heat leading by 3. Waiters passes to Dragic. Waiters dishes to Dragic. And here's Johnson outside, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game. Outside Curry. Curry with another miss.
The struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job.
And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Johnson, the pass to Winslow. Here's Whiteside. And Pachulia pulls it down. Warriors trail by 6. Thompson outside. Durant against Winslow. Pass to Pachulia. Lock at 6. Green, the screen. Thompson from long range. Miami's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Right side, no good. Warriors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Waiters against Thompson. Pachulia. Back to Curry. Outside Durant. Green, the screen. There's the pick. Dishes it to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Oh, that's the kind of basketball Durant wants to play. Moving the ball, finding the open man. I mean, it makes everything easier offensively.
Dragic with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Here's Whiteside. The kick out to Dragic. There's Winslow, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. Thompson against Waiters. Pachulia with the screen on Waiters. Outside Curry. A 3-ball. The shot, no good. Got it off in time. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success as he was.
There's obviously ways that you can get better as a player from years.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
You know, when he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, right. Only the first quarter. Don't over-panic, but it seems like their strategy is working. We'll see if the other side can counter.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Richardson. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Adebayo. And it's Tyler Johnson, and it's White in at the 3 spot.
And squaring up is Iguodala. Nice follow-through on the release. Well, you know, some people say Andre Iguodala is on the decline as an offensive option, but his impact on the floor is still clear as day. He keeps the ball moving with his great spacing. He keeps that tempo and that pace, and he's still a strong finisher because he only takes high-percentage shots that he's comfortable with.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Livingston kicks to McCaw. Back to Livingston. West a screen on Johnson. It's off his foot, and the official's saying it was kicked. And with Iguodala, he isn't going to be a double-digit scorer again, it seems, the former All-Star. But you know what, Chris? He is still incredibly valuable, so productive just with his floor presence.
Iguodala is a perfect example, Kevin, of a guy who can change the game without even putting up a lot of stats. The defense that he brings to the table, that isn't slowing down either.
Clock is at 3. On its way from Young for 2, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot who can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Richardson. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's West, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up. Low piece.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Golden State's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Now here's White. Back to Johnson. Hits it from three-point range. And now a 4-point Heat lead.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And Greg, you hear about the competitive culture that this Miami Heat franchise has.
Yeah, that doesn't always work for some teams, but it works for the Heat. This group will push each other all the time to be the best they can be. The practices have a feel of game-level intensity.
Here's Iguodala. The Heat getting the bucket. And the pass to Livingston. Back to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. He had a nice open look right there.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Down low. Here's Adebayo. Out to the wing. And here's Olynyk from the arc. The shot, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Knocks it loose. It's Young on the wing. White covering. And Okaro White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Heat making a change here. Magruder's checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Green, he's checked in for West. Durant comes in for Nick Young. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Patrick McCaw. And Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Here's Magruder. Drains it from beyond the arc. Magruder's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Green, the screen. Iguodala dishes to Curry. Iguodala setting the pick for Curry. Back to Iguodala. And the Warriors miss again. Heat on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And White slams it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
And so here is Golden State, following the score by Miami.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Olynyk the pass to Magruder. Kicks it out to Johnson. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Well, you figured this might happen given how efficient their offense usually is.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And, you know, doesn't matter where you line him up. Tyler Johnson has become a playmaker. You know, had to work his way into the NBA, but he has quickly established himself. Great threat off the bench who brings instant scoring and can be a catalyst for your offense.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Olynyk. Winslow comes in for White. Dion Waiters checked in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Dragic in for Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Thompson, no good. And Greg Johnson, it's that burst he plays with on the floor that makes him such an energizer.
Yeah, and for a player who isn't the biggest guard, you know, he attacks with reckless abandon. Great speed of play in the half court as well as transition. And he's really slippery and can step in if you overcommit.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
The Heat have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, he turns it up, and though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
And he sinks the second. And here are the Heat. They're on a 17-3 run right now. Kicks it to Whiteside. Waiters dishes to Dragic. In the corner, Winslow with it. The kick out to Dragic. And so it's Miami looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime
The
Show.
first half in the books. This is Ernie Johnson. This is Shaquille O'Neal. This is Ken Smith. Welcome back.
Ken,
as we break down the action. Goran Dragic had a huge first quarter. He had 13 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Heat first half.
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket, just shooting a high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Well, the perimeter D, it's just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that high a percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
That's it for